Okay, hello everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I am just delighted to introduce you to Imnasenla, and we are recording this call. So we're going to feel free to type in your questions in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer any of those questions. So thank you, Imnasenla. Go ahead and take it away again.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for this time. Tonight, I'll be sharing on essential oils and children. And this is my family. Peter and I have 3 children. The older one, she's 16, then 13, and we have a gap of 8 years between the second and the third. So the third is 5. So my children, they love essential oils. And the youngest one, he is particularly very fond of the essential oils. And he always tells me, doTERRA is the only solution. He always says, doTERRA is my only solution. So with that, we start. Next. So how to ensure safe use of the essential oils? A lot of new parents who are introduced to essential oils, they must be a little apprehensive about the use of essential oils. And I do get a lot of queries from new parents and parents who are first-time users of this oil. But I always assure them that these oils are 100% pure and organic, and they can use this on their babies, on their children without any side effects. So that is how we, ask them to follow the guidelines to, safely use these essential oils, which has proven to be very effective among many families here. Next. Yeah. So as I said, essential oils are safe for children. They are effectively used over thousands of years, as we can see in the history that the early Egyptians, they were the first ones to start using these oils. And even in our, Bible, it's mentioned for more than 300 times. So we can safely say that, since ancient times, these oils have been used by queens, kings for, beauty purpose. And it was a thing of pride for them to smell good, to look good. And it was more precious than gold and silver. I always tell people, if it was during those times, I could not even, bother to buy one, or I could never afford to have even a 2 ml bottle of these oils. But thank God that now we can buy these oils, use it for our families, and it's really working wonders. And I should say that it's been more than 2 years that we have stopped taking other medications, like medications for fever, cold, seasonal threats. So my kids are using these oils. And I can safely tell parents out here that you can also use this on your children if you have not started using it. Because so far, we have been using this for more than 2 years, and we have not seen any side effects. And the doTERRA oils are tested and safely processed. So how do I know that essential oils are safe to use on my children? You should always go for an oil which is 100% pure and organic. And that is what doTERRA oils are. Parents can be confident in using doTERRA products safely and naturally. Next. Essential oils are natural and can be safe when used properly. High quality essential oils are pure, potent, natural, and safe when used properly. The key to safe essential oil use is to learn about proper application and safety guidelines. Before using essential oils on your children, it is important to note that not all essential oils are created equal. Typically, high-quality essential oils go through rounds and rigorous testing to ensure that product is safe to use. doTERRA is one company which goes through more than 50 level of testing to prove its purity, and that is why it's certified pure therapeutic oil. Not all companies use these thorough testing methods. When I recommend oils to family and friends, they go for other oils. They just go online and buy a cheaper oil. But I must warn you that if you use synthetic oils, it will do you and your family more harm than it will do good. And it is always safe to taste it and to see what these oils can do, because a lot of people, they are using synthetic oils, and it's proving to be very harmful, and it has many side effects as well. Next. General safety guidelines. The best way to ensure that you are using essential oils properly with your children is to educate yourself. The first time when I received my family essential kit, I was like, I should say I was so foolish, because I failed to read the safety guidelines. I failed to, ask, my upline how to use these oils on my children or use myself as well. When the first kid arrived home, my son was still a toddler. He was still using his diapers. So being a toddler using a diaper, he had diaper rashes. Instead of diluting the oils, I could use it directly in his rashes, and it turned out to be, a big mistake on my part, because it got worse and worse. So before using these oils, you should follow, the safety instructions and read the labels thoroughly. Next. Safety tips, doses, and dilutions. Hello? Yeah. So always supervise children during essential oil usage. It is always best to supervise any oil application to ensure safety. So an essential oil bottle comes with an orifice, right? This one. But we mothers are so impatient. We don't want the drop to fall one drop at a time. So we remove this orifice and pour the oils, because we are in a hurry, or so we fail to put it back. So sometimes it so happens that the children can just take an oil and open it, and it might turn into an accident. So always make sure that this orifice is always here in the bottle. Essential oils are extremely potent, powerful, and many children do not understand concepts like dosage, dilution, and sensitivity. So it is important to always be present when an essential oil is being used around children. My son, whenever he bruises his legs or arms, he comes to the room and searches for this oil. Say, he asks me, where is lavender? Where is that oil? he wants to open himself and apply it to his wounds, but I always make sure that he doesn't do it because he's still 5 only. Though he knows what oils to use for his wounds, I always make sure that, he is supervised while using the oils. Next. So these are the doses and dilutions that, we should learn while using these oils, because children, we should always know that children have smaller body masses and they have thinner and more sensitive skin. So even adults who have sensitive skin, they complain that when they use the oil, it burns their skin. So we always make sure that they use these oils diluted with the fractionated coconut oil. So you can screenshot this. Next. So we should always make sure that these oils do not touch the sensitive areas like the eyes, skin around, the eyes and nose, ears, and broken or damaged skin. And dilution for children should be 1 drop of essential oil with 5 drops of carrier oil. Next. Also, citrus oils like bergamot, grapefruit, lemon, lime, tangerine, wild orange should not be applied before going out. At least it is best to avoid sunlight and UV rays up to 12 hours after the product is applied. And children are so restless, they spend most of their waking hours outdoors. Even if it's so hot, they want to go out and play. So because, of this, they are more risky of sunlight sensitivity. So we should not apply these oils when they are going out in the sun. Next. Safety tip, safe storage. So we should always be aware that these oils are always kept out of the reach of children. Next. Next, Becky.
You should say
So as a parent,
okay. Go ahead.
so as a parent, after, I use these oils through, my own experiences, trials and errors that, I as a did not initially, I did not have my upline who was from US here, physically with us. So I was, educating myself because of my own errors that I made when I first received my kit. So I started researching myself, educating myself, and started attending Zoom meetings by Susan and Becky. And that is how I, got to learn how to use these oils on myself and on my children. So it is always great to safely use essential oils on you and your children after educating yourself as a parent. And you will be better equipped to share the benefits of these essential oils only when you learn more about these oils yourself. Unless you use these oils, unless you learn about these oils, you wouldn't be able to share about these oils to others. Next. Next.
Well, I think your network is really slow. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're coming in and out. So go ahead.
Can we go back for the children, babies? Medicine for babies. after this.
This is the screen.
It's the medicine cabinet for children, right?
There isn't one for babies on here, sweetie.
doTERRA products for babies is not showing.
No.
Okay, let's start with this medicine cabinet for children. These are the oils that I, always have with me for my children. Cedarwood oils holds relaxing properties that can soothe the body and mind. And when your child wakes up scared in the middle of the night, dilute cedarwood and apply to the bottoms of their feet to help them return to a peaceful feeling. Coriander, it helps, them to relax, and it's very stimulating. When your child is working on homework or in an essential oil diffuser. My kids, they love using their diffusers. They have their diffusers in, all of their rooms. They have their own favorite oils. Whenever they have exam, they use even rosemary oils, coriander, even purify, peppermint oil, even adaptive. So, they have their own preference. Like that is how they're able to stay up late while studying during exams, and without any problem, even in the morning, they look very fresh, go appear their exams and come back. Eucalyptus helps to promote feelings of clear breathing and open airways for your child. It can be topically applied to your child's chest and behind the chest. Ginger is a long car ride or road trip, like, companion. So place a drop of ginger in your child's palm and have them inhale the aroma. Next. Is it still very slow?
Yeah, it's okay. We're getting.
Grapefruit. Grapefruit is also one of my kids' favorite oil. And my son, he is very conscious about his skin right now. He's 13, and he often gets breakouts in his faces, and he's always asking, what do I put on my skin? He's very conscious. So this is a very good, grapefruit is a very good oil to use as a facial cleanser or moisturizer to help improve the appearance of blemishes. But as I mentioned earlier, these oils should be avoided for up to 12 hours. You should avoid going to the sun after application of this oil. Okay, so for up to 12 hours after application, like, don't go to the sun. You wash your face. I should recommend you wash your face after you wake up in the morning. Lavender is one oil which really very restless at his age, and he has to get up early morning for his class. So we apply lavender oil for him to sleep, and it's really good to promote calming and soothing feelings. Peppermint is one oil which is really good to use as a cold water compress or to a cold foot bath to help them cool down. I use this when they have fever. So this is really helpful for, bringing down the fever in my children. And tea tree helps with occasional skin irritations. Dilute it with FCO and apply to your child's affected areas. Wintergreen helps your child during, Yeah, I need for my children studying. Yeah, you should get it. You should get these oils for your children. It really works and they get very good marks as well. Yeah. Wintergreen, whether your child plays soccer, football, lacrosse, hockey, or any other sport, you can keep the unpleasant odor of their gear at bay by putting a few drops of wintergreen oil on a cotton ball and placing it in their practice bag. So if they're coming home from their practice, use this because this is the age where they're always smelly, sweaty. So mothers, you know it well. Next. I don't know why that baby slide is missing here because, yeah, I had a slide on babies as well. So aromatic use, one of the simplest and safest ways to help your children experience the benefits of essential oil is through aromatic use. These are triplets. These three sisters are triplets. This is the first time I introduced the oils to their family. The mother is a wellness advocate. Last month, no, not last month, it was in March when I first went to introduce doTERRA to their family. The triplets came forward and they were like, smelling, diffusing the oils. They really enjoyed it. And I feel this is the simplest and safest way to help children get introduced to essential oils. And by diffusing these oils in your home, you can create an invigorating, calming, relaxing, or uplifting atmosphere for your children. Through the, use of these oils, introducing these oils to families and friends, I've come to know that, more than the adults, children are the ones who enjoy, more of these oils, diffusing it at home. I even hear families fighting over one diffuser at home. So the parents call me up and say, oh, we need to get 2 more diffusers for our children. 1 more diffuser because the children, they are taking away the diffusers from our master bedroom. So we need to get more diffusers for them. So diffusers are playing a very, important, role among the children. They really love using diffuser in their homes. Next. So as we have learned that there are countless ways for the entire family to enjoy the benefits of essential oils. So, and you have to educate yourself as a parent about the best practices and most importantly, follow the safety guidelines. At first, I didn't follow the safety guidelines. So I had some, sporadic accidents, incidents at home, and I feel very sorry about it, not learning about the, safety guidelines before I started using it. But I, through my errors, I got to learn more about it, and, I'm happy about it. And you can also help promote wellness in your family by incorporating the use of essential oils into your family's daily routine and lifestyle. And always remember to be an example of safe, responsible use so that your children can come to love essential oils and benefit from them as much as possible. There are a lot of parents who say, oh, my children, they don't like smelling the oils. Some children. So they run away when we try to, use the oils on their body. But, have patience. Once they know how these oils are helping them breathe well, helps their blocked nose, then, they will instantly get connected to these oils. So have patience, introduce one by one, introduce small doses because we should always be using smaller doses with our children. So I don't have the slide here. I don't know where it went missing, the baby slide. Even if the slide is not here, can I just talk about the oils to be used for babies?
Yes, please. I can probably, I don't want to shut down the program to just go screenshot it. It's probably turned off within your PowerPoint, but we can share that in the groups later if you'd like to, because I'm sure people probably would like us.
Yeah, because I have sent you, I think it's in the slide that I have sent you.
I would have to shut down this and go into the PowerPoint to do that right now. Do you want me to do that, Imnasenla? I can do
No,
that.
I'll just give you as, I don't know, it's missing here. Okay, I'll just give you a screenshot here. Because oils for the babies is what I feel is more important for the parents, because a lot of new mothers are really inquisitive about these oils.
Okay, so let me find it here real quick. And yeah, it was turned off.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that was faster than I thought it would
Yeah.
be.
So umbilical cord. We don't have myrrh right now in India, but the substitute for myrrh will be frankincense, right, Becky?
Yeah,
So
frankincense.
it will serve as a liquid banet. You know why? Do you know why the three wise men gifted frankincense to baby Jesus?
Well,
Because during those times, frankincense and myrrh were given to queens who are giving birth. So frankincense and myrrh serves as an antiseptic. So when we connect that to this, it's it's proven that it was used as a liquid banet too, right?
mhm.
So these serves as avoids infection and cord fell off in 3 days versus 7 to 9 days. So this is very interesting fact. See, there was no scientific research during those times, and it was given only to queens and princes, so that it's used as an antiseptic for new born and mothers. And truths in mouth, mix 1 drop of tea tree melaleuca, 1 drop of lavender, and 2 drops of vitamin E oil with 1 teaspoon of garlic oil. You can screenshot this. Apply 1 drop of this mixture to mother's nipple before nursing. Calming, how to calm the child. Frankincense and lavender on the bottoms of their feet, of course diluted with the fractionated coconut oil. Colic is very common among babies. Mix 1 drop of any of these essential oils like citrus bliss, wild orange, or lavender with 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. Apply a small amount on the stomach and back. Use a warm compress to keep baby's abdomen warm. Burp baby as baby needs. If gaze pains seem to exist, crying, diffuse a few drops of serenity or lavender in the room where infant is. Fever, if they're having fever, mix 1 drop of lavender to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil and apply it to the bottoms of the feet and neck and behind the ears. And diaper rash, I used this tea tree on my son without any dilution, and it became worse. So mix this with 1 tablespoon of plain yogurt and apply to the bottom area. Avoid genital area. I I completely ignored this, and I use it on his genital areas, and it became worse, and the suffering that he had to face. Imagine. Other diaper rash, mix 1 drop or lavender and 1 drop of Roman chamomile with 2 tablespoons of carrier oil. Avoid the genital area and change diaper frequently. So these are the few oils that you can use on your babies. And if you have any questions, we can go to that. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Imnasenla. That's really great. Really some really great information here that you shared with everybody. And I would like to know, I answered some of the questions. Some people were talking about peppermint can be used. I love to make peppermint to help with fevers, to make a little spray bottle and just kind of mist it in the air just to kind of get it on your body a little bit. And you can dilute it depending on the age. I think it being so hot in India, everybody should have a little spray bottle with you when you're going out and about in the hot weather. Another question that was here, somebody was asking about how to make body less fat. We have a wonderful new oil called MetaPower. Has anybody been using MetaPower? Imnasenla, are you using MetaPower oil?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, I'm also using.
Yes.
Praveen's given us a thumbs up. And Praveen, are you seeing some good results for your sugar levels with MetaPower? Yeah, you're muted. You got your mic on.
Yes, Becky, I could see a difference in the sugar level too.
Oh, that is fabulous. I loved hearing that. So even for people like Praveen, he doesn't need to lose weight. It really makes a huge difference on having your energy levels balanced out more too. And that's great. And then the next question, Imnasenla, I'm going to refer this one to you because it's for a nursing mother took, maybe you can read that, sinus oils. I don't
So
know.
what are the oils that she was using for sinus? We should know that, no?
So a nursing mother took sinus oils and 2 months the baby stopped drinking breast milk. Can you please say something about that? So
That's why we should know like which oils she was using. If she was using peppermint, then it's it will stop the flow of the milk.
and so
Yeah, peppermint, even oregano, even those minty oils.
yeah. So
Yeah,
and
lavender will increase, clary sage, lavender, and all will increase the breast milk, but peppermint, spearmint, and all will decrease the milk.
yeah, that's good to know. Those are really good tips. And that's what's really great about coming together in meetings like this so that we can share these things. Sometimes there's so much information we don't realize what people are struggling with, like with that issue. They would never know that.
She was using peppermint, so it must be because of that.
Yeah, yeah. And so how long has that been? Can she go ahead and start using the clary sage to be able to start that back up again? Or
Here in India, we don't have the clary sage, so use fennel. Fennel will increase, yeah.
And you should have clary calm, which would have clary sage in it as well. Would that be something that you would recommend?
Yeah, she can also use claricum. No?
Yeah, okay. And then another
Mhm.
question that was a private question to me, but I think it's for everybody too, is what is the best oils for thyroid problem in ladies? And so my research in thyroid issues has a
Hypo or hyper, there are 2 types of thyroid. So we always ask our members whether it's hyper or hypo, because if we recommend the wrong oils, then the hyper will become hypo. Yeah, so better we always ask them whether it's hypo or hyper.
in my experience, I've done some research on that. And again, we want to go back to working on the gut, because when your gut is not healthy, then your hormones get out of balance as well. And so, I mean, is this person sleeping at night? And start asking more questions on other symptoms that the person is having, like their energy level and stuff, and we start using the essential oils to work on the root cause of those symptoms. And so gut health is always key. And so I would automatically go with the digestion to start working on that. That's what happened with me. And so we always love to look at the apps. And when I look at the phone app or the books with have these recipes, when you look up like thyroid issues, and it will list like maybe 5 or 6, I don't know how many oils on this particular issue, but you'll notice that if you ask questions and you start to get familiar with what different oils are good for different things, you can cross-reference, like if they're not sleeping, different oils that can actually work on commonality of those issues. So like lavender for sleeping and thyroid and hormones and things like that. So that's another way I like to help people try to focus on that. And, you know, a lot of times people, you know, you want to set the expectations. So if they've been having thyroid issues for 20 years and they start
Right.
using oils for 2 days and they think that it's not working, well, come on. You know, you want to set those expectations and to have them try it for 3 months and actually come back to you and say, is this working or not? Like, can we add different oils and start working on a more of a protocol for the whole body wellness is what I usually like to
Right.
recommend.
If you have thyroid, any kind of thyroid, the common one I should recommend is Immortal also. Just apply the Immortal on, you know, neck. And my husband also has hypothyroid. Hypothyroid is commonly among women only, but he uses lemongrass, frankincense, and all, and it's really helpful. Lemongrass.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And it sounds like that's what Yvonne was talking about for hypo. So lemongrass, Immortal are 2 beautiful oils to put under your protocols. Good. Wonderful. Is there any more questions? Anything else you'd like to say, Imnasenla?
Regarding babies,
Sure. Do you, I think one thing that maybe we can talk about is pregnant mothers. I get that question a lot where women who are pregnant, they feel that it's not safe to use the oils. And, you know, from my experience, and I know I talked to Suzanne quite a bit, definitely safe to use the oils. And
right?
yeah, so anything you want to say about that
A lot
too?
a lot of women, they fear using these oils during pregnancy, but these oils will rather help them
Mhm.
during their morning sicknesses, and these are the times where they feel very, you know, low and moody. So these will really calm them if they fear taking it internally. Topical application and you know, aromatically use these oils, it will be very helpful. So if they use bergamot, it relaxes muscle spasms, muscle aches, emotional upset, and reduces fever. Ginger eases nausea, hemorrhoids, varicose veins, emotions, and acne. This is the time when, you know, acne breaks out. Lavender oil is also very helpful for pregnant women. It eases anxiety and headache, induces sleep, soothes skin irritation, breast tenderness, and muscle aches. And lemon aids concentration. I don't know, do we lose focus when you are pregnant? Lemon aids concentration, eases congestion, heartburn, nausea, constipation, reflux. And wild orange, I should say wild orange. Wild orange is one of my favorite oil. It eases anxiety, anger. So, you know, pregnant women are always angry. Even if you're not pregnant, you know, you will be always called as, you look like a pregnant woman, you are behaving like a pregnant woman. whenever you are angry, right? So this wild orange will ease anxiety, anger, insomnia, acid reflux, heartburn, constipation. Liang eases depression, blood pressure, and insomnia as well. So there are so many things like this will become another subject, I think, a topic for us to talk about in another class, because this itself will become a different, topic to talk about.
Definitely. And
Yeah.
I know, Praveen, you have a question?
Yes, Becky, thank you, Imnasenla, for the wonderful session. Very useful for me and for the prospect. My question to you is, we're talking about women and babies, right? We'd also want to I have a question on what oils can we use for infertility? Would there be any, do we have any success stories in terms of, because it's a very big market, a lot of mothers, a lot of women have infertility issues that we come across. But the first is, what are those oils can be used for infertility, and what are the success stories that we are aware of among our network, as well as
Personally,
for I'm sorry, go ahead.
yeah, personally, I have not come across any success story, but in March, during the post leadership class that even that we had in Dimapur, there was a testimony from one of Hukeli's team. She, shared that 5 ladies, they got pregnant after using frankincense oil. So that was something very, good to know about. It was a great testimony. But again, like everything has to do with the cellular level, right? So DDR prime is also very good because everything has to start from inside. Frankincense, DDR prime, clary sage, which we still don't have here in India. So clary sage is also really good, but they can start using clary calm as well. Ilang. So those are the oils that I would recommend.
So how do you use
I'll
that
add to
for?
Actually, Praveen, let me add to that. Many people say it's a woman's problem. And I will argue with that, because a lot of women have, what we have is candida, and candida is the wrong bacteria in our gut, and it travels back and forth from both areas, right? And so men are also have candida issues. And so if a woman's body is all clear of candida and then they have relations, then the man is giving back the candida, which is that bad bacteria. So both the man and the woman can work on clearing up the candida in their body through detoxing, digestion, and working on like coriander, fennel, all these different oils that are good for gut cleanse, zendocrine. Then you're able to then get your body back in balance, right? To be able to accept the new things going on there. And so it's always interesting to me that the men say, oh, it's a woman's problem, but I would venture to guess if both can work on the candida, that would be many of the successes that I've seen happen here in the United States. And our bodies are just so toxic, right? We have all these processed foods and all these things that we're dealing with, and we just need to cleanse those to be able to have our body work and balance like it's meant to. So
right, because not one oil will benefit, because all of us have different body chemistry. So if one oil is working for me, it might not work for you. So depending upon our body chemistry, the oil should also be suggested. So as Becky was saying, coriander oil. This oil is a phytoestrogen and a glandular tonic, which also promotes, you know, lubrication. So this is really nice. That is what science says. But we have a lot of oil which we do not have here in India. So let's ask for these oils like clary sage, patchouli, cypress oil, rose oil, jasmine oil, vetiver. Those are the oils which, you know, are very important according to the chemistry and the diagnosis that he or she has from the doctor.
And for the specifically for pregnancy, infertility, do you have any targeted areas that the oil must be applied, or how do we go about?
On their lower abdomen, of course.
Okay, and during
And
the
spinal spine and all. There are lots of signs to use these oils. You can, you know, use symphony of the oils. Do you have that book, a book on the symphony of the oils, the application of the oils?
no, but my question, other question is, do we have any cycle to use, like during menstruation cycle, or how do we go about using the oils, targeting infertility, or
See,
getting pregnant as such?
I told you every oil works differently. For example, that coriander oil helps in lubrication, right? So when you're having your menstrual cycle, you will not have that kind of feeling, right? So according to the cycle, like if you are, you know, in your monthly, cycle, having your monthly periods, then those oils cannot be used, right, Becky? But frankincense oil can be used anytime, I think.
Well, you can use the oils anytime in the summer. It doesn't matter if you're, having your period or not. One of the most popular oils for menstruation is the Clary Calm Roller Blend. Praveen, all the men here, when you're talking to women, it's kind of a shy conversation, right? So
Yeah, but this
bring
is
it
really
up.
good. Like, yeah.
Bring it up. I say, if you've got girls in the family who are having menstruation, this Clary Calm is good for cramping, pain, upset. I mean, our emotions, our hormones get out of balance, right? And it's just like, ugh. So Clary Calm is a must-have for everybody who has girls and women in the family. And you can use that, just roll it on your abdomen during the cycle, during that time, and it's just huge. Larry even likes to use Clary Calm because it's very good for anxiety. There's many issues that happen, when your hormones kind of are out of balance. So don't think it's just a woman thing, right? So I would say
Right.
that Clary Calm is a must-have. I know girls who go to high school and that is the one they share with all the girls, and they end up, that is huge. So um so
For there is a question, which oil is the best to suppress high blood pressure? So we have a roller blend for that. 12 drops of helichrysum, which we have posted in the group also, in my group. 12 drops of ilang ilang, 8 drops of frankincense. Actually, cassia and marjoram is also there, but we don't have that in India. So you add to a 10 ml roller bottle and fill with carrier oil. So that is very helpful for high blood pressure. But even adaptive is also very helpful. I have seen a lot of people using adaptive, and it really, brings their pressure down. Actually, I had this with me, I forgot, and I I just saw this. The kids kit. I got these when we were ordering from the US market. So actually this kit, these are the oils for kids, and these are blends.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
diluted for children, and they're
They are
just
diluted for children and very safe. So we should, highly push the in India to bring these oils for our children here in India. When my 5-year-old, sometimes he doesn't want to go to school, I just send, this oil stronger. I tell him, be stronger, don't feel weak, don't feel discouraged. Take these and go to school. And he loves the smell, and he takes it to school whenever he feels low and he doesn't want to go. And calmer is also really good for calming them. Like, it has the lavender and all blend. And then I ask him to be brave. So if you use brave, you will become brave. You don't have to be scared of anything. And he takes his bag and goes running to the car. So these are the oils that we have for children. But again, we don't have this in India. So I just look at the composition of these oils, the ingredients, and try to make blends and give it to our friends also. So you can do that. And we should really push for these oils to come to India. See, very, very fancy, really good for kids to carry, to hang it in their school bags or any bags.
That's wonderful, Imnasenla. And we've got, we're at the top of the hour, and I just really want to appreciate everybody for being here. Just with all the questions in the chat, there's a couple questions regarding MetaPower for diabetes and all these things. We can go on and on and on and on with all the different protocols and how to use things. This is why I love it when I teach people to download the app on your phone so that you can look it up yourself and not be hostage to someone else giving you these answers. You are leaders and you are new to the oils. It's very empowering to have the tools at your fingertips to be able to look these up yourself, because everybody, I can tell you this oil, but it may not be the oil for you. Like Praveen has used MetaPower for diabetes. He's also used other oils for his diabetes, and maybe they didn't work as well. So depending on your body composition, you want to look it up and look at the choices, look at maybe other things going on in your body, and make those decisions yourself. And then if it's not working as well as you'd like it to, change it up, okay? So for us to be sitting here giving you all these protocols, it makes it difficult, but it's easy at the same time if you have the tools and resources at your hands. So wonderful. Thank you so much for everybody being here. Thank you, Imnasenla, for your beautiful presentation.
Thanks so
Sorry for the
much.
technical difficulties. Oh my goodness. And it's funny, it's like, go ahead.
I'm more sorry that it could not happen from my system.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
I show my system preference now. Yeah.
I will go ahead and get this recording up on my YouTube channel and share it with you guys. And I'm not going to clip off the protocols at the end and see how we are with that. Sometimes we need to stop the recording, but I think that there was a lot of good conversation here, and we love you. Thank you so much for being with us today, and go out and share these oils to everybody you know, because if you don't, you're doing them a disservice, right? So thank you so much. God bless you and have a good evening. Take care.
Take care. Good night. Have a nice day, Becky and Larry.
Thank you. We look forward to it.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you. Take care.